Today's topic is methods of presentation of statistical data. So we have collected certain data. They are now they are randomly arranged. Now we have to arrange the data. So how to present the statistical data is our topic today. So this is the first step, that is methods of presentation of statistical data जो है, that is the first step in the statistical analysis is to present the data in easy way to be understood. ये डेटा को हमें ऐसे प्रेजेंट करना है कि वो हमें easily understood हो जाए. So how we can present the data? Normally these statistical data are presented in the three process से उसे प्रेजेंट किया जा सकता है. The first one is the textual presentation, next is tabular presentation, and the third one is the graphical presentation. First one, from the name itself, it suggests the data which is gathered, they are in the form of a text. So you can say that what is the textual presentation? So normally textual method is a narrative description of the data gathered. So these are the gathered data and are presented in paragraph form. इसे paragraph form में represent किया जाता है. Paragraph form. This can be, हम इसे रीड भी कर सकते हैं एज वेल एज राइट भी कर सकते हैं. एंड एग्जाम्पल फॉर न्यूज़पेपर. सो इट इज़ अ सोर्स और a source where we get the normally the data in the form of a textual presentation. So we can say that the textual presentation is the numerical data presented in the descriptive form. हमें जो डेटा मिलती है नॉर्मली ये डिस्क्रिप्टिव फॉर्म में अवेलेबल होती है. This data is present in the form of descriptive form and are textual present. टेक्स्ट के रूप में उसे प्रेजेंट किया जाता है. It is very lengthy. ये बहुत ही लेंदी होता है. Because some words may be repeated several times in the next text, and sometimes it becomes difficult to grasp silent points. So textual presentation, here the numerical data are presented in the descriptive form. They are very lengthy and it becomes difficult to grasp. इसको grasp करके बताना थोड़ा सा कठिन हो जाता है. So normally the newspaper is one of the example of the textual presentation. Next one is the tabular presentation. So what is tabular presentation? It is a systematic arrangement of the information into columns and row. So you can say that it is the systematic presentation. एक प्रकार का ये ऐसा systematic presentation है which are the datas, they are arranged in rows and column, or you can say that they are arranged in tables. Table में उसे तैयार किया जाता है for better analysis. So that is to prepare a table of data for better analysis. तो उसे tabulation form में प्रेजेंट किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट इज प्रेजेंटिंग क्वांटिटेटिव इन कंडेंस फॉर्म. हमें जो भी डेटा मिलता है वो कंडेंस फॉर्म में मिलता है न्यूमेरिकल फिगर्स में एंड आर कैपेबल ऑफ इजी एंड क्विक रिसेप्शन बाय द आइज. हम देखते ही डेटा को इंटरप्रेट कर सकते हैं एंड इट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कन्वीनियंट देन द टेक्सचुअल प्रेजेंटेशन. सो टेक्सचुअल प्रेजेंटेशन से ज़्यादा कन्वीनियंट है. सो नॉर्मली टैबुलर प्रेजेंटेशन मतलब डेटा जो है टेबल्स में रो एंड कॉलम के रूप में प्रेजेंट किया जाता है. सो यू कैन फाइंड आउट नॉर्मली ये टेबल इस फॉर्म में दिखेंगे. द टेबल नंबर, टाइटल, certain stubs, these are present on the left hand side or left side of the rows. Next is the caption option, that is heading, subheading, and this is said to be the body of the table. So this is considered to be the body of the table, and this is the title. So this is how the tabular presentation is done. So it should have a title, it should have stub, that is row heading over here, which is present in the left hand side. Then the caption, your column heading will be there. Then if there is any type of subheading, that should be placed just below it. And then the table main body, this is the main body of the table. So a table is consisting of all these things. So regarding the tabulation, so tabulation, it may be defined as the logical and systematic presentation of numerical data in rows and columns. Designed to simplify the presentation and facility comparison. हम कंपेयर करने के लिए या फिर न्यूमेरिकल डेटा को हम रोज एंड कॉलम में रखते हैं. The type of, also you can say that this tabulation may be of two types. एक simple tabulation और दूसरा होता है complex tabulation. So when you say something about the simple tabulation, it contains the data in respect of only one characteristic. सिर्फ एक characteristic को consider करके data table के रूप में present किया जाता है. So this is example of simple tabulation where we have taken only one characteristic, number of colleges, number of students, मुझे कौन कौन से कॉलेज में कितने कितने students present हैं. So in these two colleges we can find out the number, numerical data are presented. By means of seeing only these two things, we can say that SHKC college has more number of students as compared to that of the RPD college. Next is the complex table tabulation. This tabulation normally it contains data of more than one characteristic. More than one characteristic को इस डेटा में लिया जाता है, कंसिडर किया जाता है. समझा, दोनों प्रकार के कॉलेजेस हैं, SHKC कॉलेज एंड रैपिड RPD कॉलेज. देन not only one characteristic, more than one characteristic are taken together, and then after this totaling you will come to know that which of the college has more students and which of them having the less number of students. So here more than one characteristic, here more than one characteristics are considered, and in case of the simple tabulation only one characteristic is considered. So next one, we have already deal with two type of presentation of the statistical data. पहला था textual presentation. First one was the textual presentation. Later was a tabular presentation. Now coming up to the third one, that is the graphical presentation. So what is graphical presentation? So this is the graphical illustrative description of the data. हम ग्राफ के रूप में डेटा को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं या डिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं. So it may be represented by many types of them, which of the four common types normally they are. बार ग्राफ, हम यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, डेटा को ग्राफ के रूप में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. पाई चार्ट, नॉर्मली ये सर्कुलर डायग्राम होता है, और ये पाई जो ग्राफ होता है, पाई चार्ट बोलते हैं हम. नॉर्मली इट शोज द परसेंटेज ऑफ एफिशिएंसी या इफेक्टिवली, शोज द परसेंटेज इफेक्टिवली. मतलब यहाँ पे कितने परसेंटेज ऑफ द पूर्ण सर्कल ऑफ द फुल सर्कल इज शोन बाय मीन्स ऑफ percentage. नेक्स्ट इज द लाइन ग्राफ, जहाँ कि हम मोस्ट यूजफुल इन डिस्प्लेइंग डेटा दैट चेंजेस कंटिन्यूसली ओवर टाइम, मतलब कुछ ऐसे डेटा होते हैं जो कि कंटिन्यूसली टाइम के अनुसार उनमें फ्लक्चुएशन होती है, चेंज होते रहते हैं, तो इसको दिस कैन बी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय मीन्स ऑफ लाइन ग्राफ. नेक्स्ट इज द पिक्टोरियल बाय मीन्स ऑफ पिक्चर्स. सो इट यूजेस स्मॉल figures of object. Object called isotopes in making the comparison. Compare करने के लिए हम small identical figures का यूज करते हैं, and each picture represent a definite quantity. और हर एक पिक्चर जो है एक डेफिनेट क्वांटिटी रिप्रेजेंट करती है. सो नॉर्मली यू कैन से दैट graphical representation, by means of graph we are going to represent the data either in the form of bar graph, histogram, sometimes pie chart. लाइन्स के स्वरूप में डेटा रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है या फिर पिक्चर्स के स्वरूप में डेटा रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है. Is essential feature of a good table. So in the syllabus it is asked every year what are the essential feature of the good table. So a particular table have a precise and clear title. कोई भी टेबल जो आप ड्रॉ करेंगे या रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे या प्रेजेंट करेंगे, तो ये जो टेबल होना चाहिए उनका जो टाइटल होता है should be clear and precise होना चाहिए and should be placed at the top of the table. So you can say that a table must have a title giving clear and precise idea about the content of the table. सिर्फ टाइटल को देखते ही आपको टेबल के बारे में प्रिसाइज आइडिया मिल जाना चाहिए. So, a table must have a title which is labeled at the top of the table, and if possible, time and place, category number must be also be presented. Next is unit of measurement should be shown. So not only the title or subtitle but also units of measurement must be shown clearly shown करायला पाहिजे. Means if they are measured in mass like kg, liters, etc. should be shown clearly top of the column. The table should be proportionate, म्हणजे length and breadth both of them should be in the proportion. For compatible comparison, column of relevant figures be kept close. Means if you are asked to find out first the x and later the x square, and after that you are also asked xy, then this x and xy both the columns should be side by side so that you can easily calculate. After calculating this you can easily find out the x square. So for compatible comparison, column of relevant figure be kept close. So total of the column should be at the bottom of the table. जो टोटलिंग करने के बाद जितना भी टोटलिंग होता है वो बॉटम में होना चाहिए. The table must contain necessary details. उस टेबल में सारे necessary details होना चाहिए. The source of information must be disclosed at the end of the table. Information जो भी disclose, the source of information must be disclosed at the end of the table. Arrangement of items in the table should have a logical sequence. एक sequence में ही उसे place करना चाहिए. If you are asked to find out the x bar, then the formula is summation of x by n. So it should have a logical sequence. First you have to find out the x, then summation of x, etc. In the next slide, we can find out what is the format of a table. Normally, a table must have a heading, that is the title of the table with the number, The stub on the left side, they are present on the extreme left part of the table, where description of rows are shown in is called the stub. So you can find it is present in the left part of a table, and it must be precise and clear. That is stub. Next is the body. So this is the body part of a table, and it is the main part of the table except the title, stub and caption. So it is the main part of the table, and it contains the numerical information which are arranged in the table according to the description of rows and columns given the stub and caption. Next is the source and the footnote. This is the footnote. So footnote, it is a customary that source of the data from which information has been arrived should be given at the end of the table. From where this data has been arrived should be supplied at the footnote. And footnote, it is a part below the body. Just below the body you can find out the footnote, where the source of data and any explanation are given. So a table is consisting of the title that is present on the top. It should be clear and precise. Next, stub. Next is the caption and the word box head. Next is the body. Next, source and footnote. And so a particular table must have all those things. Thank you. See you tomorrow with the next topic, that is the graphical presentation of the data, and it itself a big topic, so we'll deal it with tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for attending the lecture.